Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and all other placements. Welcome or welcome back to Sacred Light Tarot. This is Anna, and we are going to be taking a look at the person on your mind. Yes, that person, the person that you just thought of. We're going to be taking a look at the energies that are surrounding both of you at this time, how this person feels about you at the deepest level, their potential next actions, and the potential outcome. Do note that I say potential because everyone, including you, has free will. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energies that are surrounding the both of you. If you would like a more in-depth personal reading with me, guys, you can book that in the description box down below. Okay. Two more, please, ladies. Thank you. That one flew in the reverse. I'm gonna keep it that way. Haha. All right. We'll go over these at the end of the reading. All right, guys. I'm gonna let the cards speak first. How this person feels about my Sagittarians. My husband's a Sag rising, by the way. All right, how do they feel about you? Now, this could be somebody that you are currently in no contact with. Yeah, strength. All right, I'm holding, no, okay. Okay, one more. Damn, what the hell happened here? Okay, Sag, you're gonna immediately know what I'm talking about. We have death, we have strength, and we have the tower. I feel like this person had to end something very, very difficult after something came to a crashing halt between the two of you. Now, I am really kind of at a loss for words here. Strength, Leo energy, death, Scorpionic energy. This can be death and transformation. But if that's so, then it was a very violent transformation because we have the tower here. Scorpio and Aries. This means something that was built on a faulty foundation fell completely apart. Um, which honestly, that is the best way to rebuild is from a blank foundation because you can create what a blank canvas because you can create whatever you want from that. You have to have the strength to do it. Sag, if this was you that went through the tower, then this person may be waiting for something to have ended, holding themselves back, saying, okay, I have to wait until something ends with my Sag before I can go ahead and take active action. So what is this person planning on doing? Potential next actions, please, ladies. Judgment. You have all major arcana here, so whatever is going on between you and this person is a big deal. Scorpionic energy. Scorpio could be very significant here. The Six of Cups. Reconciliation for sure. The High Priestess, because they feel a very strong connection between the two of you. Cancer and Piscean energy here and the High Priestess. Judgment, Scorpionic energy. Yeah, they want to... Okay. Let's see the potential outcome before I speak on this. The potential outcome, please. And again, we all have potential outcome. The Five of Cups. Okay, why the Five of Cups? The Three of Wands. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Ooh. Okay, wow. This is a really interesting one. This is a karmic cycle. If you wanted to know whether or not this person was meant to, I feel like this is about letting go of fond memories of the past, listening to your intuition, and paying attention to signs and synchronicities. This was never meant to last. This is harsh, okay? I'm sorry. This is not, but I would rather you know the truth than to tell you. I can skew these cards in so many different ways and say, oh, just refocus and you know this tower was a good tower because it brought in change and it helped to fortify your strength and you're looking ahead and making decisions that are very I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it to you in the way that my guides are telling me to give it to me because I value their opinion more than likes, clicks, and subscribes. I'm meant to be here to bring you forth a message. This is about moving on from unhappiness. There's a purging process that you're going to need to go through, though. And it's about letting go of these fond memories of the past. I feel like there is an element of truth that is being brought to, and it may be coming from your own intuition. And you're saying, "Yeah, I knew this whole entire time." If I look back on it, the Five of Cups, sadness, remorse, and regret, the Three of Wands, this is about looking forward to, well, are you looking forward to sadness, remorse, and regret? No, you're not. You are turning your back to the past and you're going to be looking toward the future and away from the Seven of Swords, deception, secrets. Whatever brought this tower down was something that you can no longer continue to participate in. And I feel like you're saying, yep, this was the final straw for me. This is my calling card to get out, to make this change. Yeah, because you see the truth here. Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Do I feel like your person was playing the field? Yes, I do. Do I feel like this tower was most likely the product of lying, cheating, stealing, or some other sort of deception that ultimately ended this relationship? Yes, I do. Do I feel like this person was holding back strength and keeping that to themselves? Yes, I do. If you are just now, if you know that this is not your story, do not go to your partner and accuse them of something that they have not done. If you have every reason to suspect that this may have happened, then by all means, bring up the conversation and see what comes up. For most of you, I have the feeling that with the Six of Cups here, this is in the past. The Five of Cups, also past. This is dealing with the wreckage, all right? And saying, okay, I have to acknowledge what happened here, their feelings for me, their actions toward me in the past. Whatever this is in the past, whatever comes next is going to be me letting this go. Okay. Saying, I release this. Because I intuitively feel like it's time for a fresh new beginning. I have to mourn the past here and turn my back to it. But in order for me to fully process whatever the Seven of Swords was, whatever was being kept secret, silent, hidden, that came to the light, Ace of Swords, clarity, epiphany, all right, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I feel like it is this Knight of Wands, this very passionate in and out behavior. This was a karmic cycle, and it was meant to teach me how not to stay stuck in something that I'm not entirely sure how to see my way out of. The Magician, okay, underneath of that, honestly, I feel like this person was very good at. The Magician is about manipulation, yes. It's about using all of the tools at his disposal to co create in a healthy way. In a shadow aspect, it is manipulation. It is pulling the wool over someone's eyes and using the sword to distort thoughts and words. It is using the cup to distort emotions. All right. It is using the wand to distort passion. You could very well have been this feels like player energy to me. I'm not going to lie. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio here in the fixed signs with the Wheel of Fortune. This was meant to come into your life. Yeah, it was. It was fated and destined, but it was fated and destined to help you see the truth. Virgo and Gemini energy in the Magician. Maybe you did not, maybe you were not fully aware of uh, the types of people, or this type of person. Maybe you had not yet encountered someone who was very manipulative. Unexpected storm. Yeah, there you go. I feel like this was very, very unexpected. Feeling trapped in your thoughts. Yeah. The Eight of Swords. I feel like you didn't know up from down, left from right. This was all calculated. Doubts. Okay. Yep. I feel like you always had doubts about this person, whether or not they were real, whether or not they were true, whether or not their actions matched with their words, whether or not they were telling you the truth. Nostalgia and memories in the reverse. I don't feel like you have nostalgic memories about this person. I feel like whenever you take a look back at the past through a very accurate lens, not rose colored, that's why I feel like Judgment and the Six of Cups are here. It's like you're saying, all right, I release those glorified memories that I have of the past, and I'm really gonna focus on the truth of the Five of Cups. This was sadness, remorse, and regret. There are no fond memories here. There is no nostalgia. What I have are feelings of regret. Okay, again, um, I do not mean for this to be harsh. That's not my intent with any of these readings. It is to arm you with the information that you need to move past this. If I pull from the wrong deck, or if I give you the wrong messages that are coming from my spirit guides, then it could have you waiting on this person. The Three of Wands is about waiting. It can be, or it can be about looking out onto the horizon and waiting for this person to return, your manifestation to come to fruition. Am I going to give you that advice? No. Considering the cards that are here, I don't feel like that is appropriate. And the last thing that I want you to do is wait on someone who has created such a catastrophe here in the past, saying death and transformation, this person's going to change. I don't feel like they are. And my spirit guides are really confirming that. Yeah. So that's why I make it a point to always tell you the truth of what is coming out. I know that everyone likes a happy ending, and a lot of readers will do that. A lot of readers do give that to their viewers. But I've seen where that can actually do mental harm, leave people in this waiting phase, in this waiting line, and they miss out on good, solid opportunities. That is not what I want you to do. All right. What needs to come through? Messages, please. Thank you. Learning to forgive. I feel like you're learning to forgive yourself. This tower had to happen to teach you something. And once you realize that, you have to learn to forgive yourself for falling for it in the first place. There have been plenty of times whenever I've looked at myself in the mirror and said, oh God, how stupid could I have been? Like, really? How stupid could I have been? Yet again. It taught me something, though. So it wasn't a complete waste of time. I had to shift my perspective and say, you know what? That happened. Am I going to let it happen again? Nope. Am I going to learn how to stand up for myself next time? Hell yeah. We will overcome this. I don't feel like this is a we. I feel like this is a you. You're going to overcome this. In fact, I already see you overcoming this and releasing those fond memories of the past that could have held you hostage and left you sitting here waiting. You don't think of me. I don't. I don't think this person was thinking of anyone but themselves whenever they were doing whatever they did here with the Seven of Swords, the Tower, and Strength. Keeping this from you on purpose, calculated and cruel is what is coming to mind. Whatever truth you found out, I don't feel like you found out by this person's mouth. I feel like it was by a third party or by a friend or by someone who um, thought, hey, you know what? Sagittarius needs to know this. We outgrew each other. Yeah. This may have simply been a case of, you know what? We were together for so long, the thrill was gone, so they sought it elsewhere. I found out. That is on the person who wrought whatever destruction this was. Crosswatcher, do keep in mind that roles can be reversed. All right, I do want to say that. Stand your ground. What did I just say? Yeah, stand up against this ever happening again. This was really this is really a learning lesson for you to figure out what you are willing to tolerate and what you are not willing to tolerate, and learn the signs next time. Listen to your intuition. All right. If it smells like a fart and uh it looks like a fart, then it's probably a fart. Okay. I feel like some of you were trying to justify this person's words or actions, and at some point that became absolutely impossible for you to continue to do, and you finally had to say, okay, I relent. I have to accept that this is what it is. It's a duck. It's a fart. Okay, we have enough. Enough with the fart jokes. Okay. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, and Libra. Or no, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Here in the Ace of Swords. Jeez, oh Pete's. Um, yeah, this was definitely fated and destined to help teach you a lesson, how to move forward, how to spot a player. I'm really getting that, how to spot a player. Judgment, Scorpionic energy. Scorpio here in the death as well. Scorpio and Aries here in the tower. Very well could have been a Scorpio. Does not have to be. You could be a Sag Scorpio cusp. Okay. High Priestess, Cancer and Piscean energy, and then we have the Strength Leo energy. All right, guys, that is what I have for you. I would love to know how and if this resonated with you in the comments down below. Resonated with you in the comments down below. I'm ready for Mercury retrograde to be over. I'm sure you are too. If you would like a more in-depth personal reading with me, you can check in the description box down below and make sure that you are subscribed, that you like. Over 70% of you who stop by and check out the readings, you're not subscribed. Okay. All right, guys. I will catch you again on the next one, and take care. Bye. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being with me here today. Whether or not you're here for your own sign or you're cross watching for someone else, thank you guys again, as always, for liking, for subscribing, and for letting me know how and if this resonated with you in the comments down below. If you would like a more in depth personal reading with yours truly, you can always check in the description box of every video, including this one, and find the link to my Etsy store. Guys, I thank you so much for all of your love and support, and I cannot wait to see you here on the next video. But with that in mind, if you want more content, then check out these videos here or go straight to the channel. I'll see you guys again here soon. Until then, take care.